Welcome to ImproMaths live series for grade 7 and secondary 1. We go live every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Singapore time. And in this session, we cover grade 7 or secondary 1 syllabus topic wise. As the secondary 1 or grade 7 syllabus is uniform in the most of the world, you can access this from anywhere in the world. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so today we will continue with the fractions chapter. This is the last segment of the fractions chapter, and this chapter segment we are going to learn about unitary method, which we started in last session. You can check out the playlist for ImproMaths live sessions, and you'll get the session in there. And we're going to continue with unitary method, and then we will do square roots of fractions. Okay, which are which I will tell you how to do that. So let me share my screen and then we can all dive into fractions. So unitary method means that you have a ratio, you for some units, you go reduce the ratio to 1 unit and then you find out the actual value of whatever is asked. So let's start with a question, example question. Okay. So as I have mentioned in my earlier streams also, we are using the Hayes and Harris grade 7 MYP book. So you can download it from Amazon or buy it in any bookstore. So it is readily available online and as a hard copy. So what we are going to do is we are going to take a question like this. Okay. So our question is going to be something like this. 3 by 13 of a field was searched for truffles and 39 were found. I'll read it again. 3 by 13 of a field were searched for truffles and 39 were found. How many truffles would we expect to find in the remainder of the field? Now we know that 3 by 13 corresponds to 39. So 1 by 13 will correspond to 39 divided by 3. So 1 by 13 is going to be 13 truffles in. So in 1/13th of a field, you are going to find 13 truffles. Now they have asked for the entire field. That means we need 13 by 13. So entire field will be 13 by 13. So we are going to multiply 13 times 13, which is going to be 169, which is 13 square. So learning squares is also important. You should at least know your squares from 1 to 20. If 1 to 30, it's better. Your cubes from 1 to 20 and powers of 2 from 2 raised to 1 to 2 raised to 10, powers of 3 till 3 raised to 5, and powers of 4 till maybe 4 raised to 4. After that, you can just go till cube. Okay, so this was a small tip for today. So it is 30. So we are going to get 169 truffles. Okay, easy enough. So what we did, we found out the given information, we converted it into 1 unit, and then we saw how many units have they asked. So in this case, they have asked for the entire field. So entire field is divided into 13 units. So we are just going to multiply our 1 unit in 30 by 30. Okay. So let's do another one. Let's do a question where we have to calculate a part of it. Okay, just give me a moment. It's your bigger question so that we know exactly how to do it and how to multiply by different units. Okay. It is from the same exercise, same book, as I'm going to use that book for your reference. So it's Hayes and Harris MYP 7 grade 7 book, so you can go online and find. So this one is the question. Alfredo sent 2/5 of his potato crop to market last week. This week he sent 2 by 3 of the remainder. What fraction of his crop has now gone to market? So what did he send first? 2/5 of the potato crop market. So we can make a table. So how much is sent and how much is remaining. Okay, so he sent 2/5. That means he had 5 units of potatoes, out of which he sent 2 units to the market. Now he has 3/5 units left. Now we know that he has 3/5 units left. So this is last week. Okay, let's take this slightly above. This is time. So this is last week. Now this week he sent 2/3 of the remainder. So this week he sent 3/5 times 2/3, which is equal to 2/5. Okay, he sent. So how much is remaining again? So what fraction of his crop has gone to market? So how much of his crop is gone to market? 2/5 plus 2/5, which is equal to 4/5. Okay. What if he has 860 kg remaining? What was the original weight of the crop? So basically, your 5/5, this is your answer for A. Now they are saying that he has 860, total crop is 860 kgs. Okay. So he has, so your 5/5 crops corresponds to 860. So your 1/5 is going to correspond to 860 divided by 5, which is equal to, we need 1/5 because it says what was the original weight of, if he has, sorry, okay, my bad. He has 1/5 is equivalent to 860. So we have to find how much is, it says if he has 860 kg remaining, that means your 1/5 that is remaining here, if we say remaining, so total is 2/5, so remaining is 1/5. Okay, so 1/5 corresponds to 860. So 5/5, which is his entire crop, is going to be 860 times 5, which is equal to 860 into 5, which is equal to 4300. So he had 4300 kgs of potato in the beginning. Okay, so okay, let's do one more and then we will go to square root. This is my question. Anika pays 2/5 of her weekly income into a retirement fund. Okay. Okay. So again, we are going to say 2/5 of her weekly income. Okay. And how much is she paying? $42 of into the retirement fund. So first question is what is her weekly income? So it is 2/25 is it corresponds to 42 pounds. That means one portion out of 25 corresponds to 21 pounds. Now her total portion is going to be 25 over 25. So they have said what is her weekly income. So 25 over 25. Why? Because her total income is divided into 25 parts. So it is 21 times 25, which is equal to 525. Okay. So she gets 525 pounds per week. So this is per week. Now, second question is, what is her annual income? So we say that there are 52 weeks in a year. And her per week income is 525. So 1 year income is equal to 525 multiplied by 52. Okay. So it's 525 times 52, which is equal to 27,300. So she has 27,300 per year. She earns 27,300 per year. So this was how you convert the given data into one unit and then multiply it with whatever units they have asked. Okay. So next one, we are going to do square roots of fractions. Fractions. So what does square root of fraction mean? So basically, let's say I have x square is equal to 1 by 4. So my x is going to be plus or minus square root of 1 by 4. Okay. Now you have to always remember that in case of mathematics, whenever you are taking a square root of a constant, like 1 by 4, 36, 25 by 100, or 25 by 100 is 1 by 4 again, but 25 by, let's say, 49, you have to take plus or minus. Why? Because we don't know when the original number was squared, whether the number was negative or was it positive. Okay, we don't know. We don't know because we only know the square. So that's why we are taking, there are two possible values of x. Either it is plus or either it is minus. So in this case, so how would you write square root of, so it is plus minus 1 by 2. Now this was very easy. Now let's say I have a square is equal to 25 by 49. So a is equal to plus or minus square root of 25 by 49. That is equal to plus or minus square root of 25 over square root of 49. So a is equal to plus or minus 5 by 7. Now why it is like this? We have done our indices, right? In indices, the rules say that a over b, the whole raised to x, is equal to a raised to x over b raised to x. Now your square root is represented by something raised to 1 by 2. So when I say my a square is equal to 25 over 49. Okay, so my a is going to be plus or minus 25 over 49 raised to 1 by 2. So that is equal to, a is equal to 20 plus or minus 25 raised to 1 by 2 over 49 raised to 1 by 2 using this rule. Okay, so that's why it is plus or minus 5 by 7. Okay, so let's see what kind of questions we can do for this one. Okay. Okay. So let's say I have square root of 100 by 121. So I'm going to write plus or minus square root of 100 over square root of 121. That is equal to plus or minus 10 by 11. Or let's say I have an example here which says square root of 11 1 by 9. Now when looking at it, it doesn't look like a perfect square. But when I make it simpler, it becomes 100 over 9. So that is equal to plus or minus square root of 100 over square root of 9, which is equal to plus or minus 10 by 3, which is equal to plus or minus 3 1 by 3. Okay, does it make sense? Yeah, it does make sense. Now let's say we have something like this, square root of 200 over 98. Now now since this is already plus square root given, we don't need to add plus or minus to this. This is because the square root sign is already given. The plus or minus is only when a variable is assigned with a square number. Okay, so now in this case we can do square root of 2 times 100 over 2 times 49. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. That is equal to square root of 100 over 49. That is equal to square root of 100 over square root of 49. Okay, so that is equal to 10 over 7. Or equal to 1 3 by 7. Okay. So this is all for the fractions topic in grade 7. We are going to quickly revise everything that we did, and we will end here. And next time we will start with algebra. I know algebra is a very feared topic, but trust me, once you know the basics, algebra becomes very easy. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this channel and press the bell icon so that when we go next live, you will be notified. Okay, it will be definitely next Monday, but still press the subscribe button. Now we are going to revise. Okay, let's see if we have any questions in the chat. No, we don't have any questions in the chat, so we can go and let's see this video also if there is anyone asking any questions. No, there is no question asked. Anyways, no question. If you don't have any questions, it's fine. But we are going to quickly revise our fractions. So first we learned was manipulating the fractions. So it was simplest form, equivalent form, comparing the fractions. So let's say we have 15 over 35. Oh, before that we learned types of fractions. Yeah, that is very important. Types of fractions: proper, improper, and mixed. Okay, then we learn manipulating, in which we learn simplest form. So let's say I have 15 over 35, which is equal to 3 times 5 over 7 times 5. So I cancel 5 and 5, I get 3 by 7. This is called simplest form. Then we had equivalent form, in which we take a simple fraction 2 by 3 and we write its equivalent form. So let's say 2 by 2, 2 times 2 over 3 times 2, which is equal to 4 by 6. This is called equivalent form. Now, whenever we are doing equivalent form or whenever we are multiplying or dividing numerator by some number, we have to do the same operation of multiplication or division on the denominator. And this is only true for multiplication and division. You cannot add or subtract anything in numerator or denominator unless there is an addition sign in between. So multiplying and dividing numerator and denominator with the same number is allowed, but you cannot add and subtract the same number. That will change the entire fraction. Okay, next one was comparing. So let's say I have 7 by 8 and I have 5 by 6. And I don't know which one is greater. So I will multiply this here and I will multiply this here. So I have 42 and 40. So my 42 is greater than 40. So definitely my 7 by 8 is greater than my 5 by 6. So this is comparing. Then we have addition. Then we had operations on fractions in which we did addition of fractions where we, so let's say 2 by 5 plus 6 by 7. We find LCM of 5 and 7, which is 35. Then we multiply 2 with 7 plus 6 with 5. So we have 14 plus 30 over 35, which is equal to 44 over 35, which is equal to 1, 9 by 35. So we know that whenever we have an improper fraction, we have to convert it into mixed fraction. That is how mathematically it is done. So this was your addition. Then for subtraction, let's take our previous example. 7 by 8 minus 5 by 6. Now LCM is 24. Okay, that means 7 we have to multiply by 3 minus 5 we have to multiply by 4. So we have 21 minus 20 over 24, which is equal to 1 by 24. So this was subtraction. Next one is multiplication. So let's say I have 5 by 9 multiplied by 6 by 11. So I can do times 2 times 3, which is equal, so I get 10 over 33. So in case of multiplication, you multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. But if you can cancel something, you can go ahead and do it. Okay, you're allowed to do that like I did here. 6 is 3 times 2 and 9 is 3 times 3. So I just removed the 3 from both of them. So I got 10 by 33. Or you can do it afterwards also. So if I don't cancel this, I'm going to get 30 over 99, which is equal to 3 times 10 over 3 times 33. Still I will get 10 by 33. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you reduce it before and then multiply or you multiply and then reduce. It's okay. Now next one is division. Let's say I have 3 by 5 divided by 25 by 15, not 15, 35 by 12. Okay, so in case of division, you take the reciprocal of the second fraction. Reciprocal is you have to flip it. So it will be 3 by 5 multiplied by 12 by 25. So that is going to be equal to 36 by 125. So this is your division. Next we did was word problems, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there were word problems. Yeah, we did problem solving. So in case of word problems, what I told you was underline the key information like we did today. Then read the word problem at least 3 times. Reading the word problem minimum 3 times is very, very important, because in the first reading, our brain will only notice the numbers in the word problem. In the second reading, the brain will start noticing the relationship between the numbers given in the word problem. In the third reading, it will actually tell you what you need to find. Okay, so you have to read it minimum 3 times. Remember this. You have enough time in examination to read a problem 3 times. Reading it 3 times will make it easier for you to understand the question. Okay, so first read it 3 times. Second, underline the key points or key values. Third, till you have enough practice, write down each and every given information in a tabular form or in statement form, whichever you are comfortable with, and then solve the question. Okay, after that we did unitary method today, where we reduce the given fraction into 1 over something that is in 1 unit, and then we multiply it with whatever is asked. And the last one was the square root form. So remember that fractions are very important. So practice them as much as possible, because fractions will form basis of lot of things in going ahead in algebra, in geometry, in probability, in statistics. Everywhere you are going to see fractions. Okay, so That is all for today, and that is all for fractions. So remember, ImproMaths Live happens every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Singapore time, in which we cover grade 7 or secondary 1 syllabus. Even if you are anywhere in the world, you can access this video live, or you can access it afterwards by going to the ImproMaths YouTube channel or my personal Facebook page where it is live, where it is where it is live. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and press the bell icon so that you keep on getting the notifications. Till then, bye bye, see you next time.